Hey everybody, it's Mr. Florida Flipper, and we're back out here in the garage after a wonderful vacation. I could not have asked for a better time with better people. It was great. Glad to be back. Not glad to go back to work, but hey, we're doing it. And we did our little experiment with our vacation mode. First time ever that we allowed sales while we were gone. So how did we do? I'm sure you're all wondering if allowing sales while we were on vacation worked or not. Did we get any complaints from our buyers? Did we get any requests for cancellation? Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first thing is, if you don't know, there are basically two options. Really quickly, I'll go over them when you are wanting some time away for vacation, for sickness, or whatever. First option is you can pause all sales until you come back and you're ready to sell again. That takes your store completely off eBay pretty much. And the second option is you can put your store on vacation mode but allow sales. And that way that you don't have to ship anything until you come back from vacation. So you can set it up to 15 days out. The real only cons of that is obviously you can only do it for 15 days. So if you're going on vacation or sick for longer than 15 days, then it's not the best option. But the other one, the cons are obviously your sales slow down and it kind of kills your eBay store, kills the momentum, and you just have to kind of list a lot to get your store back active. But it's the preferred method I've always done because I've heard horror stories of buyers requesting cancellation because they don't see that you're away, so you're not going to be able to ship their items. But let's go ahead and get right into it. No more further ado, and let's talk about what happened with me. First thing, we had 0 cancellations while we were on vacation. And I actually extended my vacation 1 extra day, so I came back on Sunday, which, like I said in the previous video, it actually worked out nicely because I turned my sales back on Friday after 10 a.m. because I only ship out on Fridays if you buy an item before 6 a.m. on Friday. That way I can send it before I go to work. And then otherwise you would have to wait until Tuesday to get your item, or I would have to ship it out. So that's how I have my shipping parameters set, is I don't ship anything after 6 a.m. on Friday until Tuesday. Now, like I said previously as well, I usually will ship them sooner if I have time, but that way it just gives me a break. It doesn't feel so overwhelming that I have to ship every single day. And that still keeps my rating of shipping 1-day shipping time because you can set your shipping times to whatever you want it to be. Now, obviously you want to have it as open as possible so people still see that free 3 to 4 day shipping, and that's preferred. You know, people want their items as quick as possible in this Amazon era. But so we had 0 cancellations, and we actually had an item sell pretty much that day after I started to drive on our trip. It was on Saturday morning, we were getting ready to leave, and I had an item sell for $29.99. And I messaged the buyer. I wanted to make sure that I kept in contact with my buyers throughout my vacation to make sure to let them know, hey, just to let you know, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm on vacation, so I won't be able to ship it until this time. And that buyer really set the tone for my vacation. They said, no problem, enjoy your vacation, no rush. So that was awesome. We love that. So that was our first item, $29.99 out the door. Then we had several items flow in throughout the vacation, but really it was like Friday when my store turned back on that I got most of my sales. So we actually have, I think, 13 items going out from the vacation. So from the last 8 days that I was gone, I had 13 items sell. Not amazing, but pretty good. For the items I have right now, I haven't been sourcing as much. I think we're doing really great. So that's awesome. So we'll go ahead and grab some of them as we go through. And I'm not gonna pop up any prices today, but I'm just gonna try to ballpark what I sold it for. And then at the end, I'll give you a grand total of everything that I sold minus all my fees and shipping. So that way you guys know the real numbers, exactly what is going on with my eBay business. Items are gonna be smaller sales, and also they're going to add into my Whatnot Connect total of what I've made off of him. Made a connection on Whatnot through a private sale so that we set up a private show, just me and him, and we kind of went through his items and I picked kind of what I wanted or what he had available. And we ended up spending $293.28. And we sold this week this Minecraft sheep for $9.99. And then we sold this tank. It's a Corgi tank. So if you see brands of tanks, this is metal. Corgi is a decent brand. This sold for 15 bucks, free shipping. So with those two items back into the total, we are currently at $58.36 in profit. And this is after fees and shipping. on that unit. And like I said, we still have a lot of things left to sell, so we're still doing really good. I'm pretty happy with that so far. We're just working our way through it. I still have some tanks to list. I haven't, since I was on vacation, haven't got a chance to list the rest of those tanks. Next thing we sold is this board. I can't remember exactly what board. I think it came out of an Apple computer, an old Apple computer, but it is a motherboard or computer board from an old computer. I took apart some laptops and I listed their parts for sale, and slowly they've been selling. Definitely not big sellers, but a lot of people like to take parts off of these, use them to repair. You know, they'll test the capacitors or the memory cards, whatever. I'm not that big of a computer person, but yeah, they'll use them or put them in a computer to use. And then the computer was working, it just had a crack in the screen, so I went ahead and just took this out because I wasn't gonna be able to sell the laptop like that. And we sold a few of the parts. It's definitely a slow seller, but we sold this for $39.99 plus $5 shipping, so a little over 40 bucks for this thing. Pretty good. I think I got all 3 laptops for less than $20, so nice. We sold this cheese grater. We got this because we never had a cheese grater or anything to grate cheese, and we were like, oh, let's pick this up from Publix. And I ended up selling it for $13.95. Free shipping, which, like I said, I didn't even think I would be able to sell it, but I saw that there was a few sold. It's just an what is it called? OXO. Sorry, that was a tongue twister for me to say. But yeah, we sold this $13.95, free shipping. Like I said, I just picked it up from Publix, just didn't need it. We got one of those ones you actually suction cup to your counter, and you can like use the grinder. My mom got it for me, so we said, let's get rid of this one and sell it on eBay. Hey, a couple bucks, you know, at least get part of our money back for what we bought it a year ago or whatever it was. I mean, we never really used it too much, really. We only would use this side to grate like Parmesan cheese, but it's getting out of here, so. Next, we got a couple of remote sales while I was on vacation. We sold this little guy right here, a little Sony remote. This came out of our recent lot that we just went through. Sold this for $8.25. Like I said, little remotes, always good. Just gets you a couple of dollars here and there, but it just gives you consistent sales, and it's something that I enjoy doing. The next remote's right over here, so I'll just go ahead and grab it. I went ahead and pulled this one out of our new remote bin, but this sold for, let's see, I think it sold for about 17. No, I think the cheese grater actually sold for $17.99, and this sold for $13.99. So little Ava remote, don't really even know what it goes for. I didn't even have to clean it because it was basically, it's brand new. It's still sealed in the package. So yeah, sold that. We sold this Breeze air, like I think it's for like a, what is it called? Like an air purifier or like a fan. Yeah, it says purifier on. So I sold this one for $8. Like I said, after fees, we probably make $1.25 or so, but yeah. Hey, little sales here and there. I'm not going to complain. We're going to throw that one in the bucket to go out. This pair of jeans, and I think I showed you guys these. We got these from Goodwill. I don't even remember what we pay for jeans at Goodwill. I think it's like $7.99 or something like that. Or it might have been from Salvation Army actually too. So then it might have been like $5.99. But we ended up selling this for, I think, $15 or something like that. Not that great, but I'm just getting out of the clothes. I'm getting out of it. Like I said in previous videos, do not let me buy clothes anymore. Don't let me do it. But yeah, I thought these would sell for a little bit more because they had the rhinestone. Talbots can be a decent brand, but obviously this pair wasn't. But like I said, glad to get it out of the store. Just get rid of them. Clothes are not my thing. I don't like them. I don't buy them at the right price. That's really the thing. If you can get them cheap, then it would be good. If you could get a pair of jeans like this for $1 and sell it for 15, you make, you know, $4 or $5. Hey, I think that'd be decent. But yeah, sale we made is a really good one because it's a remote sale. One of my favorite things to sell, and it's actually why I buy remotes, because every now and again you'll find in a lot of 80, you'll find one remote that basically pays for the entire box. I think on that box of 80, it was a little over 80 remotes. I think I want to say I paid like around $100 for it. And I've sold a ton. I mean, all those remotes that I've sold right there in this video are all from that lot. And like I said, they're only a few dollars here and there, but they pay for themselves. But this little guy right here, a little Bose remote, sold for $35 free shipping. So right there, that one remote paid for a quarter of my box. So really nice. $35 for a tiny thing. All I have to put is a little bubble wrap around it, put it in a poly mailer, and send it out. So to me, those are the kind of sales you want to get. Really just one of those things of why I like remotes. It's a repeatable process that's easy to pack, easy to ship. It does take a little time, but like I said, it's something that I enjoy. Just like there's sellers that love to get those big giant items and pack them really good and get the perfect box and fit them in there just right. There's sellers that like to do tedious things like clean remotes to make a little bit of money. That's my thing. So tell me in the comments what's your thing. Next item is something I got off Whatnot about a year ago, honestly, and I would guess I paid $5 for it. I think I actually got it in a lot, and I have this other one up here too. It's a different brand, but I just got a whole bunch of these style of hats, and I think I paid like maybe $5 or $10 for a couple hats, maybe 5 or 6 different hats like this. But I thought this one was a really nice one when I found it. Not that it wasn't, but it was Helen Kaminsky, which if you look that brand up, it's a decent brand. It's made out of that straw material, and I figured I would sell it last year because I got it at the end of summer almost. So I thought I would sell it because of the summertime, because it's a good summer hat. You know, they'll put it on right here. You know, it's cute little hat there you can wear out. Listed like really high because I was seeing some sell for like big money, because these, especially like these, what is it called? Raffia. Yeah, raffia, 100% raffia hats seemed like they were going for decent money. But I kept dropping it and dropping it. I'm like, I gotta sell it this summer, which summer is started for sure. I'm hot, it's almost 8 o'clock at night and I'm still sweating out here in the garage. It's like 93 today. Definitely was nicer on the beach with the wind. It was really nice. And this would be a perfect hat to wear out there. But yeah, sold this for $30. I think it's just because it's a little beat up. I mean, it's, you know, it's a straw hat, but it's still nice condition. So I'm glad I sold it for $30. I hope the person that gets it really enjoys it, because it is a nice little piece. Is some Raisin Men. It's been a while since I've sold these. If you watch some of my older videos, I used to sell these every now and again. I bought a whole box of them from a garage sale, like probably over 100 raisins, and then I sorted them into groups and I sold them. And then it was selling pretty good. You know, I think I got them up to 4 raisins for about $15 to $17 per group. And then over time, it just slowly started to die down. And now I sold these 4 Raisin Men. It's a surfboard guy. And there's definitely some expensive ones out there. Some of the rarer ones, some of the ones that people don't have as many. I remember having these ones as kids, so they're just not as rare. But this guy, this little guy right here, just pointing at himself, and then a boombox guy for $9.99. Free shipping. Just getting those guys out of here is nice, because I think I still have about 10 to 20 left, somewhere I think closer to the 20 level. And then the last remote sale of the day, we sold a lot of remotes today, but I sold this Panasonic TV remote for $11, free shipping. Like I said, so I had, what, 3 or 4 remotes go out this week. Pretty nice. So glad to get those sales. Finish it off with a halfway decent selling item. I sold these Grundon, like, what is it called? Like overcoat pant, like overpants. They're like the material so you don't get wet or snowy, I guess. Like snow pants, I guess, pretty much is what they are. For $40.20. So yeah, sold these $40.20. Not bad at all. So that is a round out of our sales. We had a pretty good time with the vacation mode, I'd have to say. I only had 3 messages that I had to send to buyers and tell them, hey, you know, we're gonna ship these out as soon as we can. And they were perfectly fine with it. No one was mad. We had 0 cancellations. Shipping all this stuff out tomorrow. No one said, hey, when are you gonna ship my item? So it went well. I would say it was a success. I had about 20 drafts to list while I was on vacation, so I was able to keep my store flowing. I just need to get some more items. That's the next thing for the channel. We need to get some more items. I need to get another Whatnot Connect. I need to get with him again to buy some more stuff, or hopefully we'll get a storage unit. I went on vacation with my cousin, so we talked about it a little bit more. Hopefully we'll be able to get another storage unit soon. Oh, and by the way, I did also sell I had a painting from the storage unit that we had. It's the same storage unit that we got the O2 sensor from, that we already made our money back because we spent $30 and I sold that thing for $80, or I think it was $60 or something like that. So we already had made our money on that, because with the $60 we made, you know, what, double our money on that unit, and we sold the painting for $20. So I had originally listed it for like $65 on eBay or on Facebook Marketplace, but it was big and it wasn't like a real painting. I think I've told you guys about it. I'll pop it over here on the side so you can see it. But yeah, sold that one, $20 cash, so that'll be nice. Add it to the fund for our storage units. We'll get an update on that too soon, because we did have that pram selling everything, so we've made some decent profit. Maybe once we get another storage unit, we'll do a full overview of everything we've made and our total profit on all the units. So if everything sold for out those 8 days, we made a total of almost $300. I think it was like $288 in sales in 8 days. Not too shabby, I wouldn't say. especially since I really wasn't listing anything and I was in away mode. So a lot of people that might have bought were like, I'll wait, or now skip to somebody else and buy it from them. And then after everything is said and done, profit-wise, we made a little over $175 in profit, and that's after shipping fees, what I paid for the items, and also eBay fees. So not too bad, $175 in the pocket. Oh, plus the $20 from the painting. So, you know, we could split that, $10 and $10 for my cousin, $10 for me. So about $185. So $100 went out to eBay and cost of goods and fees and shipping, and then $100 went into my pocket. So not too bad for a week of vacation. You know, hey, $100. I'm gonna do it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, come on, interact with me. I'd love to talk to you. But I will see you on the next one. Mr. Florida Flipper, out.